Day 7. Welcome back. Hi. This is Dart, and we are back at Mount Holly trying to figure out where room 46 is and what else is going on with the house. Last time, I made an oopsie, and I did not go this way and immediately start looking into what external room we have, because we've unlocked this gate and we always get an external room. So this should be the first thing that I do every day. It costs me a few steps, but generally speaking, they're worth it. Let's see what we have. Oh, root cellar, schoolhouse, and trading post. Adds 8 classrooms to today's draft pool. And trading post items for trade. Well, the thing that I asked for when I did the previous day, day 6, it was, let's have some weird rooms. The schoolhouse sounds like it's going to do exactly that. I've never seen this before. Oh, that doesn't look good. Oh dear. This looks very bad. I mean, I'm sort of half expecting there to be like secrets and things written and everything. No, this just looks desolate. Oh, but look at this. Squeaky. That's 3. Interesting. So that was very much worth doing. So now, is there anything on the blackboard? No, there's nothing on the back of it. Hehehe. Now this was something that I wondered, was one of the notes that was there for the staff was, for this month, we need to clear out, because we needed to complete this project within a timely manner. So I wondered, does that mean a month? Does that mean 30 days? Within a timely manner, with manner spelled the other way, like a house. That's just a drawer. There are some pages. Closing address. For the last 38 years, it has been my pleasure of serving as your schoolmaster in this humble little facility, and meager as it may look by modern standards, I think most of us who spend our afternoons here will readily admit that we are reluctant to see this small piece of Reddington history go. I first wish to thank Lady Epson, our most gracious host today, for not only paying attention in my classes those many years ago, but for all the fundraising she has done on behalf of our community and our children. Without her, Reddington Elementary would still be a distant and blurry vision, a vision that I dared not even dream. That dreamer is, of course, the incomparable Mrs. Peterson, our future principal, and my reluctant successor, who I might add forced me to give this speech, so I think I'll end my praise of her there, though she deserves much more, I'll admit. To the architect of our new school, the Baron Sinclair, thank you for following in your father's footsteps in building Reddington yet another school, and for also allowing us the use of your own private residence and floor plans to serve as our interim facility until the new campus is completed in March. A decision I'm certain he will immediately regret tomorrow morning when he hears the children running through his halls. No, I think the children are going to regret. And lastly, I wish to thank all of my students, many of you here today whom I have not seen in years, whose faces I still remember as young and manners wild. Those here whose parents before them I have also taught, and whose children I may yet. Without you, I would have had a lifetime of quiet peace, and yet what is all the peace in the world if we had no one to bestow demerits upon? Thank you all sincerely. My time here has meant the world to me, and if I am still standing in 8 months, I will see you all at the slightly less melancholic ribbon-cutting ceremony next year. Better joke to end. Remember to give Mrs. Peterson her gift. Okay, so the school is meant to be opened in March. if I'm still standing in 8 months, so the closing of this school was 8 months later. So the way you do that is March, April, May, June, July. So it's the previous July. That doesn't feel like it's a particularly meaningful date. We want November. I still don't know what went wrong. This drawer does not open. These books are not interactable. Okay. I still don't know what went wrong trying to open the safe. But, oh well. Herbie. Oh, Herbert Sinclair. Okay. So that's that. So there are going to be classrooms. I'm hoping the classrooms are not dead ends. Otherwise, this is going to make me very unhappy. Because the last thing we need is more dead ends in the house. Okay, here we go. I've got 2 gems. And let's start on the left, because we seem to do better when I start on the left. Ew! Okay. Guest bedroom, library, furnace. Well, we have something waiting for us from the library. So we're absolutely going to do that. Here we go. Oh. Now wait a minute. Is that today? Well, now I'm really confused, because that means that the date that I put in was absolutely correct. I have not gone over the footage to find out about the time. But if that's today's date, yesterday was the 12th, just like I said it was. I am very confused. Okay. Anyway, the book itself. Drafting Strategy, Architectural Digest, Volume 3, June issue. Is that? Yeah, features is misspelled. The potential within. We all start as an empty floor plan. To the ambitious young architect, a fresh blueprint represents a world of boundless possibilities. When you're staring at a blank canvas, you have an unlimited potential and ideas to explore, but with an abundance of options at your disposal, the architect can also become overwhelmed by the countless choices and decisions that need to be made. Should I draft a hallway or a closet? How many bedrooms do I need in my house? Is the passageway really worth 2 gems? All of these questions can compound, adding layers of complexity and stress to the design process. That's why it's even more important to develop simple and effective strategies that you can employ while drafting your house to ensure a successful project outcome. In this volume of Architectural Digest, we aim to provide architects with some of those strategies and even assist them in developing their own. Gems, gems, gems. Every architect needs them, although many architects employ different strategies when developing their house designs. Most of them agree on one guiding principle: have gems while drafting. One of the most common ways architects draft themselves into a corner is by not having the resources they need when opening a new door. If you lack the gems to consider all 3 presented options, you may be forced to draft a room you do not want. To avoid this predicament, focus on drafting rooms that grant you gems and prioritize acquiring gems as early in the day as you can. This approach is a surefire way to set yourself up for success. Make sure you check for gems in the room you're in before clicking the door. I do this way too much. Think about saving some gems for emergencies. I try to only spend them if I really need a room. I will never draft passageway on the first 5 ranks. It's a simple strat that has served me well. If you see gems for sale in any of the shops, buy them out. Don't pass up the wine cellar even if you're not thirsty. There's no such thing as too many gems. I may have a bit of a problem. Okay. Planning your house. When you begin drafting a house, it's important to start each day with a solid foundation. Draft early ranks first. It's a very common mistake beginners make, drafting in a line straight north and ignoring the many unopened doors they've left behind in the entrance hall and rooms of the early ranks. When these architects reach the higher ranks, they quickly discover they do not have the keys or gems to continue. Their day usually ends by returning to the lower ranks to draft from the doors they skipped, only to find rooms and items that would have made all the difference had they been found earlier. That's something we may need to do, is just start filling everything out. As the layout to the right demonstrates, even a path of rooms that snakes through the house and does not go in a straight line can also be structurally weak if you're leaving lots of unopened doors on the ranks behind you. By starting each day on a strong foundation of rooms in the early ranks, you'll have a much better chance of finding success when you eventually start heading further into the house. Is that all there is? Four, 5, 6, 7. Okay, there we go. Top drafting combos. 5 combos you don't want to miss. Oh. Another aspect to consider when planning your house is the order in which you draft rooms. For example, if you draft cloister before terrace, you'll be down 3 gems. But if you draft them in the reverse order, cloister would be free. Identifying a synergistic pair of floor plans is an essential first step, but determining the optimal order for drafting those rooms will provide you with an additional advantage. Foyer before Great Hall, foyer I would say, would mean that many of its doors would be unlocked. Drafting bunk room after nursery will give you 10 extra steps because 2 extra bedrooms. The more items you have, like the attic, the greater your chances of being able to create a contraption in the workshop. You want to backtrack constantly to collect the gold spread from the office if you draft a conference room. Making a connection. Interesting. 2-pair combos aren't the only form of room synergy. You'll find some floor plans only work by drafting other specific rooms. These rooms aren't powerful on their own, but they can become very useful when their connectivity is eventually discovered. Utility closet. Garage powers the garage door and grants west path access. Dark room turns the lights back on after blowing a fuse. Gymnasium turns the lights off to prevent step loss. Her ladyship's chamber. The next time you enter the boudoir, gain 10 steps. The next time you enter the walk-in closet, gain 3 gems. The boiler room goes to the laboratory, garage, laundry room, furnace, and pump room. Speaking of the pump room, this room controls the water level throughout rooms in the estate and can interact directly with the pool, the aquarium, the greenhouse, and the kitchen, and several other features located outside of the main house. The kitchen will let you see what's being served in the dining room. Bunk room counts as 2 rooms. This will increase the amount of steps granted by the master bedroom, the amount of gold spread by the tomb, which I've never heard of, and the amount of keys found in a servant's quarters. Each time you solve a puzzle in the billiard room or parlor, the difficulty will increase slightly the next time you draft that room. Okay. Just because you didn't find items in a room when you first explored it doesn't mean that'll be true next time. The day after drafting freezer, it enters an automated cool-down refreezing cycle during which it cannot be drafted for the next 24 hours. If you're stuck or don't know what to do in a specific room, sometimes it's smart to move on. There are multiple ways to solve many of the challenges you come across, and there's a very good chance you'll find a piece of information down the road which may help. When in doubt, draft rooms you've never seen before. Even if you don't think the rooms seem useful, they may still hold useful clues and information that may help you. Word from the editor. I think that's it. Okay, so that had some interesting stuff in it. That book still does not interact. That's still that. Okay. So, fascinating. What wonders? That's not great. I can't do the attic. I would love to, but I need a 3rd gem. Servants' quarters. What would that do? would block this whole thing off. The archives, I am very afraid of, because the last time we did the archives, it went really badly. And so far, out of 2 drafts, 6 rooms we've seen, 4 of them have been dead ends. Okay. No, servants' quarters. I will spend a gem to not have that problem. So, 1 bedroom, 1 key. Mr. Ruota, Mrs. Babbage has told me that you'll be overseeing network maintenance over the next few weeks while I'll be gone, and I apologize in advance for the extra workload. I believe I'll be back in Reddington by the middle of February, but even that is not a certainty. Either way, I do not anticipate there will be any major issues while I am gone, as the difficulties we were having last month with the terminal connection seems to be resolved. If there is an emergency and you find yourself having to enter the central server site, I have set you up with a temporary admin key to allow you access to the network administrator controls. Admin key, the first 4 letters of your last name, followed by the first initial. The first and 5th characters should be capitalized. If you have any questions, please let me know in the next few days before my departure, signed Randolph. Okay. So, writing that down, okay. Interesting. All right. Anything else in this room we need to look at? It's a very simple room. Suitcase. More stuff. Hartley. I know we spoke often of this day, and I don't think there's anything I can say of the past 40 years that I haven't already attempted to tell you in numerous times in the past, half-stated gratitude always interrupted with tactful and polite repudiations from you. I had always known this final letter could give me the perfect opportunity to finally express myself uninterrupted by you and unfettered by social graces, but I don't feel the inclination to say aloud what has always been unsaid between us. With my passing, I release you from your post and service to the Sinclair family and implore you to live the remainder of your years on your own terms, as scary and unfamiliar of a concept as that may be to you. Besides, I think a more junior valet would be better suited to meet the needs of young Master Simon. To that end, if you wish, you may stay on long enough to oversee the training and establishment of your successor in their post, but as soon as he or she has the lay of the land, my instructions for you to quit must be satisfied. Whoops. Ignoring what I imagine your objections might be after reading this, I've decided to leave the lake house in Trinsdale to you and your family. My lawyers have all the details of the gift and will be contacting you shortly about the particulars. For the past 4 decades, you've served willingly as the subject and victim to my many whims, games, and riddles, and so rest assured, unlike my nephew, you will not be put to yet another challenge to prove yourself worthy in this matter. The house is yours without strings or stipulations. I had for a time gleefully entertained the notion of employing Anne as the house manager of your new residence, but I knew the humor of such a prank would be entirely lost on you, to say nothing of her. Until we meet again, my friend, signed Herbert. Okay. So, I mean, this room is clearly for one person. So is Hartley this person's first name? And why is there a green thing stuck under the iron? There are 12 major keys. But that's on green paper, so I don't know if it's true or false. Anything else in this room to find? Box, drawers, nothing. Okay, that's what we got. Master bedroom, Her ladyship's chamber, guest bedroom, nursery, bunk room, boudoir. Okay. So that's all this does for us. That's kind of sad. So we're going to go up the center. Ew! Hallway's terrible. Corridor. Otherwise, you're just going to cut me off again. Okay. Mailroom, commissary, observatory. And once again, it's 2 dead ends. Oh, no, it's not 2 dead ends. The commissary is not. Much as I want the thing in the mailroom to know what it is, we'd be really cut off if I took it. And it may draft again. I'm going to take the commissary. We can't buy anything because we have no money, but we can see what there is. Gem, salt, shaker, shovel, key. Fine. This may be really short, folks. Okay, so we're hoping to fill in all the space over there. Pantry, chapel, and a classroom which wants a gem, so we can't do it. While drafting in classroom, you may draw new floor plans 1 time for each of these rooms in your house. That's looking like it's going to be the pantry. So now we got money. 2 extra steps. I mean, I would love to follow the advice that I just got of just stay in the lower ranks and fill everything in. Except, oh my goodness. Okay. Courtyard wants a gem. Wow, game. Mailroom. Package delivered. Amateur lockpick kit, silver key, and 2 other keys. Okay. I mean, I'm not mad about keys. 2 coins over here. This is the same letter from Dad? Yeah. I mean, it's mail. I have to wonder whether stuff keeps arriving. It's all the same stuff. Okay. So both of those things paid off, but wow, are we in trouble? Okay, so we're going to go back to the entrance hall. We have 6 coins. What were the pricing scheme again? We're going to buy 2 gems. Because we keep getting screwed by not having gems. Over to this door. Oh my gosh. Closet coat check. Nook it is. Anything else? Nope. Bedroom, parlor, kitchen. We want a parlor because we want gems. Yes, please. And anything else you're willing to leave on a table. I don't see anything. Let's get the wind-up key. And apparently these puzzles are getting harder. But I'm up to the challenge. The black box is black. This is very difficult. The black box is true. The black box is empty. Okay. So this is definitely a true statement. So at least one of these 2 is false, or else both of them are false. If the white box is true, then it's telling me that another box is also true, which would mean I'd have 3 true boxes, which cannot happen. So the white box must be false, which means The black box is also false, which means it is not empty. Okay. Well, at least it didn't point me into the corner. If I did not have gems, my run would be done. Well, let's see what there is. Banana Club sandwich, chef salad, porterhouse steak if you have the showroom in your house. Fat chance of that happening. So we're going to go to the exit. And I don't see anything. So, okay. Let's find out what a classroom is. While drafting a classroom, you may draw new floor plans one time for each drafting room in your house. I mean, we did the thing. Let's find out. Grade 1. Oh, is it every time we put in a new one? Okay. Every time we put in a new one, it's going to be, oh, an apple for the teacher. I'll take that. Thank you. Okay. So every time we put in a new room, it'll be a higher grade. That'll be interesting. Okay, everybody's working on a worksheet for colors, it looks like. RG. Fill in each object below with its correct color. Oh. 3 flags that we apparently should just recognize? So out of these 12 things, 10 of them are correct. The pumpkin is right, the wagon is right, the water is right, the bananas are right, the lizard is right, the hydrant is right, the broccoli is right, the blueprint is right, and the grapes are right. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 things done correctly. So out of these 3 flags, one of them is colored correctly. So I have a flag with a sort of a mountain design. I have a flag with a chevron, a V shape, purple, and I have a flag with a sort of an hourglass. And we score that 1 out of 3. Got it. Okay. But there are more in the room. There was one on the desk, which makes me wonder. Let's check out the teacher's copy, just in case. No, it's blank. Okay, fine. Is there anything else on the desk? No. This. Okay. Caleb, you must really like red. Okay. So, Caleb got 2 right out of 12. That's the wagon and the fire hydrant. None of the flags are done correctly. Okay. Although we have a red flag here in the room. How do I get out from these desks? Oops, by not going left. There's a red flag here, but it's draped, so it's impossible to know what its design is. Okay, we have one more student's work to look over. Freddie has a B minus. 9 out of 12. So pumpkin, wagon, water, banana, hydrant. Okay. So one of the mistakes is that the lizard is purple. One of the mistakes is that the blueprint is yellow. So for the flags, 2 right, 1 wrong. So Freddie's answers were yellow. That one is orange with the V on it. And the one with the hourglass is green. Two out of 3 correct. Okay. That's not enough to be able to figure out what color the flags all ought to be. But that's... Oh wait, there's another one at the back of the room. We haven't looked at this yet. Benny. Each color is used only twice. Oh. 10 out of 12, so 2 mistakes. One mistake is that the lizard is red. If each color is used only twice, the other mistake is that the water and the blueprint need to be blue. There shouldn't be a blue flag. So we have 2 red things, the wagon and the hydrant. We have 1 orange thing, the pumpkin. We have 1 yellow thing, the bananas. We have 2 green things, the lizard and the broccoli. We have 2 blue things, the water and the blueprint. We have 1 purple thing. And everyone's favorite color is red. Interesting. Okay. So the 3 things are orange, yellow, and purple. So the V being orange must be right. The hourglass being purple must be right. So yeah. And because we're all out of colors, the mountain flag must be a yellow flag. So that information is enough to logically determine what color all the flags should be. Okay. Once again, we need this to work. I have 2 gems, 4 keys, spare room, hallway, nursery. So the spare room does not help because it's going to deadhead us into a wall. The nursery will close everything off for the day, so it must be the hallway. And wow, we are making desperation choices left, right, and center. Drawing room, chapel, closet. Well, might as well be the chapel because we're not going to lose anything for it. We have no money. But we pick up some money. Okay. How far away? Pretty far. To get back to the commissary to be able to spend that money before the chapel takes it away from us. Let's go to the side, which if I'm right is that way. Spare room, guest bedroom, nursery, which is going to block us out. Let's do the guest bedroom and just take a flat 10. And it gives us the compass, which is going to let us draft rooms pointing north more often. We could use it. All right. Plank. We just lost one of those coins that we picked up here. Bedroom, closet, pool. So out of those 3, only one of them points north at all? Thanks. Take the pool. There's something on these pillows, or these towels over here is the car keys. Well, fat chance of us getting the garage here. My goodness. Okay. Once again, it feels like we want to go to the side first. Use the lockpick. Nope. Okay, exit. This is not the door where we want to use the silver key, really. This gives us a bit of a reprieve. We can try the other door. That's locked. We can unlock it. Den security ballroom. Well, we'd love to do the ballroom, but it's the den, isn't it? Let's pick up a gem. Let's go back to trying to go sideways and use a key here. Use an ordinary key. Bedroom, storeroom, courtyard. Let's use the bedroom, which will help us save on steps and give us a bit more coin. Okay, anything else? I don't think so. This may cut off a thing for the den. Let's use the silver key here. Chamber of mirrors. Oh, interesting. Conference room. Drawing room. Let's do the conference room because it's free. We'll look at these side tables. Spreading items. Some special rooms allow you to spread items through the house. When items are spread, they are immediately placed in several rooms currently on your estate. With the conference room, it goes here instead. I don't remember that being a thing here. But I don't think we got anything with this room. So once again, we're going to continue the thought of going off to the side. Lockpick? No. I got a few keys. Let's use one. Storeroom, courtyard, secret passage. Let's do the courtyard. It's a gemstone, but we get a shovel. Two dig spots. Got a coin. The least useful thing you can dig up other than pebbles or nothing. A shoe. Another coin. Okay. So now we're going to try to double back and start adding in rooms south. So that's the door that's right next to me. Got two keys. Got it. Planetarium, laboratory, maid's chamber. Maid's chamber will point us out, but you're less likely to find items lying around the house. You know what? I hate it, but I'll take it. Okay, so this was the thing that I went looking for. Friday, November the 6th. So that's two more things that verify my thinking on the date. So I really want to know what I did wrong there. Okay. Okay. Heading to the wall. Storeroom, sauna, classroom. That'll be grade 2. Sauna's really tempting. Start the day tomorrow with 20 extra steps. But I mean, we're not hurting for steps today. And when is going to be our opportunity to see the classrooms? grade 2, which still does the infinity thing. Okay, mathematics is starting to add up addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, which would have helped immensely with the dartboard if we hadn't figured it out. There is the red flag again. What's homework today? Fine. So this is teaching us how the dartboard works. So 2 plus 5 is 7, 4 plus 9 is 13, 7 minus 3 is 4, 9 minus 8 is 1, 2 times 2 is 4, 3 times 2 is 12, 6 and 1 and 3 are 10, 6 plus 1 minus 3 is 4, 6 plus 1 minus 3 is 2, not 3, 6 plus 1 times 3 is 21, 6 times 1 times 3 is 18, not 24, and 6 minus 1 is 5, times 3 is 15. Fine. Okay. Is there anything else in the room other than the homework? Oh, another apple. That's just the worksheet. Okay. Classroom puzzle, can you find the difference? Ha ha ha, that's cute. Okay, how are we doing? This is going to point us north again. West Wing Hall, spare room, garage. Redraw, total 5. I can redraw for the classroom because I have some built up. Okay. I have to use that here, though. The garage I can't do. I would absolutely love to because keys. And we now have a few ways to go forward from where we are. West Wing Hall can only be on the west wall of the building. Spare room would be okay. I don't know if I'm going to get more classrooms. So tell you what, redraw. Closet, storeroom, patio. The patio would only spread 2 gemstones. It would give us dig spots. Oh, I can't do it anyway. Never mind. Redraw. Lavatory, billiard room, locksmith. Billiard room's going to give us keys. Locksmith gives us keys. Can't use it. Redraw. Wow, I'm using them all. Coat check, drawing room, secret passage. The coat check can be pretty powerful if you have the right thing. I'm going to redraw again. Now might be the time for the sauna. Let's do that. Oh, is there a gemstone in the... Weird. Ow, hot, hot, hot. But hey, I'm not sad about that. Sauna off the classroom. This is what I was thinking. Like, I don't know that the kids are going to be the ones, or I don't know that Sinclair is going to be the one that's upset about kids running around the house. I think the kids are going to be massively confused. Okay. So we have 1 gemstone. This is going to be unlocked. Now we can do the drawing room. Or we could do the closet. We have 3 ways out left. Let's do the gymnasium. We'll lose 2 steps. Oh, we got one of those. Okay. Oh, that opened. Spare room, dark room, foyer. Let's do the dark room, just because it will open things. And let's go back and use the door from the conference room. Locked. Can't pick it. Use a key. Closet, planetarium, passageway. Well, that takes away the usefulness of the gymnasium, because I can't do the passageway. Closet. Pick up some things. Ivory die, 1 reroll, and a gemstone. Okay. So now let's go to the den and try that door. I got 1 key. It's locked. Pick it. Yes. Spare room, laboratory, locker room. Or I can redraw. Locker room will spread keys. So now what we're going to do is we're going to turn right around and we're going to go around the corner into the conference room. Through the bedroom to do 2. And look at all the keys. So now getting through doors is not going to be a problem. Not that we have that many doors. Also, trying stuff in the locker room is not going to be a problem, because now I have 7 keys. Let's go back to the locker room. So that's going to be door behind us, pool, den. And do this door. Lockpick kit. Nope. Use a key. Pump room, furnace, archives. Well, that's terrible. Redraw that. That's awful. Don't do that. Storeroom, spare room, passageway. Do the storeroom. So we pick up a coin and a key and a gem. Okay, so now the dark room is the only way forward. We got 2 goes and we'll be drawing blind both times. And we have limited space because we've chopped off huge sections of the house. Okay, so we're going to go straight through. Do we want to? Let's hit the locker room. That worked out really well last time. Use a key. Get a key. Fine. Do that again. Get some money. I mean, not very useful because what am I going to spend the money on? Running shoes. Okay, so that's kind of useful because that's going to save on steps. And very appropriate for a locker room. Couple gems. That's much better. That's what I want. Gems. Mathematics worksheet. 6 or O. Hmm? 6 or O. I'll write that down. I have no idea what it means. Okay. Okay. So that's fine. Off to the pool, bedroom, and I'll see you in a bit. And the lights go out in the dark room. And I'd forgotten that one of the doors was electronic and will not be able to be opened. It's locked. Try to pick it. Oh dear, use a key. Blank, blank, and blank. But we've got gems, and this is the only spot left. Let's pick the one on the far right, just in case it's a rare room. Oh, it's the boiler room. And that dead heads into the storeroom. And therefore there is nothing more interesting to be done here. Let's look at the thing. Yeah, there isn't anything we can do. Okay. Unless we head back to the locker room and try our luck a little more. But getting there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 spaces with the running shoes. That's about all I can think of to do. So let's do that. Gonna head back to the locker room and just start opening stuff. And so we're here with 3 steps. So between all the things that gave steps and took steps away, we got 3 steps left. Let's start opening stuff. It's another key. That one's just empty. That's an orange. That's good. That'll give us 5 extra steps in case there's somewhere we actually want to go. Haven't tried this bank of lockers yet. Try that one. Oh, we're out. We're all out. So we didn't get anything like a key card or anything like that. So this really is it. Okay. So I'm going to look over the house directory. But that means that today we are done. So escape, call it a day. Architect's villa with 5 drafting rooms. Oh, and scaffolding all over the place. Okay. New rooms, 7. I wonder if that's counting the individual classrooms. Probably. Let's see, the servants' quarters would be new. The maid's chamber would be new for this run. I've lost track. We'd have to see. But we're going to exit from here. And save and quit. Well, I'm getting my wish of getting to see some of the new rooms. What I'm not getting is my wish to be able to fill the house a little bit more. We did in the end, but it was rough going at the start. I think that hurt us. Well, we'll try again tomorrow. We'll have 20 extra steps, and we'll see what we can get done. Thanks for watching. If you're still watching this far, we'll see you again. Bye.